Hello and welcome back to Everquest 2. So today what we are doing is we are in Bathazid's Watch, which is one of the areas that starts the Artisan Epic quest, which is kind of important to us. So we need to get that done. Basically, I want to get the Artisan's Epic because you never know when they're going to increase it, make it worth more, make it actually worthwhile. And to me, that's good enough. So, I picked up all the quests there, and they're going to be pretty easy because, honestly, we're like almost 30 levels higher than this area. But what we need to do is we need to keep our eyes open for resources because I don't have any on me. And we are end up doing some crafting writs for faction. So the first thing we have to do is slay some Yale fishmen. Stinking fishmen. Down at the lake ruins. Honestly, not a terribly hard task. In fact, we may wind up with some parts we need and whatnot along the way. So, but we don't want to kill anything that says Bathazid anything, because we're trying to gain faction with them. Not lose it. But seriously, these guys are going to be pretty easy. They're on my level 72. But we need to do the quests because the quests give 500 or so faction for doing them. So it's irrelevant that we're not gaining any experience, but we are gaining faction with Bathazid's Watch. And these guys speak Gobblish, which I don't. Which is fine. We gotta kill 2 more. Hey, we got some parts. Now we can... Wish we'd have got this sooner. Should finish the Legends and Lore quest. So that's the thing about this is that, yeah, you see these at a low level. These guys are pretty prevalent anywhere there's water, so if you play World of Warcraft, these are the Murklocks of Everquest. So you never know when they're going to turn up, and having a spell that does a ton more damage to him definitely doesn't hurt. And we just gotta kill and kill and kill and kill. What do you want? Killed all your captors, buddy. Achievement. Aha, I got a hand. Let me take your hand. That will show me something about you. Can learn a lot about creatures from their hands. Got a spirit. Let's kill their boss. He didn't even know what hit him. I think there's some more over here. You have to die. Sorry, buddy. It's in my best interest to kill you. Don't take it personal. It's completely self-serving. I don't mean anything by it. It's just life. guys aren't even particularly hard when you're their level. So when you severely outlevel them, kill that hypnic blob. Ah! You're dead. Up here. Start over again. Nothing, 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 nothing. Chicken. Come on, I don't want your gold. I just want your body parts. Wow, I really do sound pretty evil. Now we've annihilated their entire species. Can move on to the next one. Trying to remember where these are. I was going to say, what the crap is that? I'm not really getting any parts. Generally, these legend and lore quests are pretty involved. They're expected to take some time. Let's go check out the bridge. Anyway, that gains us 500 points. These are Lycians. And they have some of our friends. These guys just have crops. Which are like weird frog locks. Are they over here? I think they might be over here. Nope. Could have sworn they had some of them captured. Guess not. Anyway. There is somewhere over here. A couple camps along the way we can check out. Oops. Shiny. Back it up. Can't pass those up because you're never sure what is going to turn up. There's a hidden watcher. I think we need to see the hidden watchers. $15 of them. Good Lord, I forgot there were so many. Ah, wood. We definitely need wood. Because that's kind of our thing as a woodworker. Yay. Alright. So these guys are kind of cool. It's crystal... What are they? Crystal Whisper. So basically Bigfoot tends these crystals. These are pretty good experience way back when I was trying to level up. I spent a lot of time here farming these guys. But for now, just gathering resources is going to be handy. Found fire emerald. Alright, I think there's a camp down here somewhere. Usually near the road. There's Snoochie. Swamp of No Hope. So a lot of interesting things in this swamp. There's the Sokakar, which are your mode of transportation. Sadly, I don't have one and haven't bothered to do the quest to get one because I honestly don't need another flying mount. Oop, better load up chat. Get away from me, Sokakar. I was woefully unprepared for this. There we go. That's better. Then there's these wyverns, which are called needle tails. Ooh, burrow. And these guys, crocs, they hit pretty hard. Just trying to remember where that dang thing is. And the centipedes are just nasty. I want nothing to do with those. Roots. We need roots. Okay, where are we? Crystal Grove, Cytherian Highway. Ah, I think we're going to need to go to that one. I'm going to ignore the resources for now. So really just want to find out if this is where we're supposed to go. There's a camp. I remember there's a camp. God, I haven't been here forever. Got this. Which is where they hide the rhino mounts. Shiny. Well, not so shiny. And then these guys, these panther things. They just romp around everywhere, kicking butt. That's a shiny over there. Nope, it's can't walk past the shiny, I'll tell you that. Oh, not so tough now, are we? Arcane Master. But none of those are what we're looking for. Is it down here? Looking for the one with the slave pens. I killed a lot of these guys. Nope, that's not it. I think I went too far. I'll go up to Relis, which is up on that hill. think there's anything there that can attack us even. Nope. 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 Used to be pretty good work going around here picking up collectibles. I think I might have to cheat and look at the quest. Yeah, pretty sure we're gonna have to look up the quest. There's the crafting halls. Now, if you wanted a balanced faction, it's going to be really hard because you're going to have to do a writ in one place, a writ in the other place. Here a writ, there a writ, everywhere a writ, writ. That just gets annoying. I prefer to just do them all at once. Alright, we'll fly over this mountain. If we can get over it. I think we can. I think we can. Well, no we can't. So I'll have to fly around it. I don't think they send us too far on the quest. Wait, is it over here? There was a... These act as like ladders. Alright, so down here there's some stuff. These are the bandits. So we're going to go around the back. See if this is what we're looking for. I'd rather try to do it myself than go looking it up. No, my cage is empty. Empty cages. I'm going to take these roots though. Can't pass up roots because you use them in everything, so they're kind of universal. Nope, 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 nope. And there's a quest from the village next door to basically come wipe all these guys out. These guys are kind of funny. They don't look very funny, but they are. See? Funny. Hey, Derek. Yeah, back at Everquest 2. Apparently Halloween starts on October 5th, so I kind of want to be ready for that. So village over here. Hey, day was pretty good. Just working. Got home a little bit ago. That's about it. How about yourself? No prisoners to free, though. Just... Dude, you stink. See those stench lines coming right off you. Okay. got to roots. I'll just go back to this. We are in... I'm surprised I had that. I don't need that right now. Sometimes not much happening is the best thing. Now I need to find the conscripts. That's what I'm looking for. There's a big rhino. I'm going to take his roots. Lichen clover roots. It seems like they were running out of things to call them about this point, I think. I'm going to have to look up the map for those hidden watch guards, because they're kind of hard to spot. Ooh. Is that one free? Is that two free? There's three. And one more. You see none of this. Nothing in the box. There's only 3 boxes here. Wait, we're missing a conscript. Alright, now I know one of the guys is over here. Yeah, we're picking up where we left off. I played Terra for a little bit. I just didn't really get what I wanted from it. I didn't make it very far. I was just checking it out. I made it to the city, like the big city, if I remember right. If I'm thinking of the right game. I played so many games, it's hard to keep them all straight, but I do remember playing it. It's just the problem came in is that well, he's got a lot to say. I kind of ran into a wall where it was just going to require a lot of playing. And I wasn't really ready to commit to that at the time. I think there's another guy around here somewhere. Hiding behind one of these trees. Yeah, there he is. And I think the camp is down here. At least I thought it was. Is that it over there? It looks like a camp. Oh, this is Order of Rhyme. They're not Rillistians. Shiny. Cool. Gonna finish some of these collection quests one way or the other. Let's go look up here again because we did not find our 4 conscripts. Shiny. Making like good progress on the ant's tail. Nobody in that one. Give me that. Already got it. That's alright. It can go in my storage for someone else to use. Or up on my... Oh, there you are. Okay, so we did 2 of the quests. Now we'll go turn them in. Kind of wish we'd have picked up more resources. So we could just fire right into the work orders. So we'll pick up some on the way. It's a good place to get some stuff. Fortunately, I can pretty much just harvest away till my heart's content. I would like to know how you hide in that rock, sir. It does not work for me. Alright, so let's go turn this in. One of them gives us like basic... I think we get a quest to heal those guys later. Basic faction, I think it's like plus 500, and that's it. So that works. One of them gives us plus 2,000, so that's the good one that we're looking for, because if we look at our factions, we go to Kunark, we are 38,850 in the negative for Bathos and Watch, and we need to be negative 20,000 or less. Hi, Una. That's done. And now we got another one to hand in the city. Once we do that, we'll be at like negative 37,000. Which isn't great, but it's progress, and then maybe they'll talk to us. If they will, then we just need to go harvest junk. Oh no, this is plus 5,000. So that takes us to 34,000 negative. I don't know when they start talking to us. But there are work orders we can do down here. Mender, supply provisioner, supply assistant, work orders. Okay, so he doesn't trust us yet. Are we still threatening? Threatened? Yeah, we're still threatening. So we need to move this up from 33,000 negative to at least like 20,000 negative. Then we can start the quest. We learn a couple languages, we do a couple things, make some stuff, make a huge amount of equipment, bring on every one of my crafters to make parts, and some of them actually still have yet to do the quest, so maybe got a quest for me. Does not look like it. Not yet. So let us open this. These guys spawn in random locations in the Kylong Plains. So they stand behind trees, they watch the Relysians. So pretty much we just gotta go look for them. Which works because we'll be harvesting and harvesting away. Or we could kill more fish guys. I'm almost going for the fish guy thing. I want to see how far that takes our faction. Where does this portal go? I forget. I don't think we have the ability to go wherever it's saying we need to go. Okay. I'm going to leave this out on faction so we can watch it. 33, 350. So that drops 25 each time we kill one of those. Well, it would be a long way to get faction, but it's getting us faction. And helping us complete quests at the same time. How many crafting roles are available in this game? You mean how many different classes? Let's see. There are cooking, tailoring, woodworking, carpentry, armor smithing, weaponsmithing. Ooh, got a tooth. There is where was I? Tinkering and adornment. There is also scribing and jewelry and alchemy. And that's about it. And each character can be one thing. So this isn't like Final Fantasy where you can be everything on one character. But you can be a tinkering and a crafting. And you can be adorning and crafting. So you have some options. Yeah, me too. I hope I don't have to go through surgery, but it's kind of looking like it right now. I'll know more on the 3rd. So if you look at your skills, they'll kind of tell you in trade skilling what you can do. So they're broken down into like metalworking and metal shaping, which is armory, and weaponsmithing. Tailoring is making of cloth armor. Artificing, chemistry, and scribing are basically scribe, alchemist, and I forget what the other one is. And then you have basically crafting. wood. And then if you get tinkering, you can have that as well. So as you go up in levels, you gain points. That increases your ability to do crafts. It's not hard. Crafting used to mean a lot. It's not so much anymore. Let's go check out this island. There used to be some pretty big fish in here. Dang it, give me body parts. I really need to finish this quest. Oh well. Let's see if there's any big stuff down here. Not seeing anything. Just bubbles. Yeah, there certainly is a lot to do. I just like the fact that they constantly update them. That kind of makes it worthwhile to me. Every time they come out with a patch, it's a different story, or something's changed, or there's a new perspective on something, or... But there's a lot you can do. I don't think you guys were around when I was showing my characters, my other characters, so I'll actually log out to the character screen so you can see what else I've got that I've worked on over the years of playing this game. I'll introduce you to the rest of my characters. Gathering, fishing, and harvesting are considered available to anyone. So you can gather items on a factor based on your crafting level or your adventuring level. So you gain 5 points in skill, and you have to have well, I don't know if they changed it to where you didn't have to have a minimum skill to harvest in most areas, but if your skill is below the maximum for your level, you will have an opportunity not to harvest anything and miss. So if you're a level 50, your skill is 250. And at skill level 250, you can harvest pretty much up to anything in a 50 or 60 zone. But if you snuck into a level 80 zone, you would have a little bit of trouble. You would still be able to do it, but you'd have a little trouble with it. So this is my Defiler. He's also a level 95 Carpenter. This is my Fury, who's also a level 95 Woodworker. This is my Monk, who is not a crafter, but I really don't play my Monk very much. This is my Wizard, 36, who's a level 90 Provisioner, which is a cook. This is my Warden, which is also a level 90 Sage. They make spell scrolls and whatnot. This is my Necromancer. Is it level 90 Alchemist? They make poisons and potions, and they also make some skill gems to increase your skill level. This is my Shadow Knight, who's a level 95 Armorer. This is my Beast Lord that we just started for the other series I was doing, who has not started crafting yet. This is my Dirge, which is a level 91 Jeweler. This is my Berserker, who's a level 96 Tailor. And Tailors make light armor and bags. This is my Warlock, who is also a level 95 Provisioner. This is my Assassin, who is a level 95 Weaponsmith. And this is my Troubadour, who is a level 98 Woodworker, who is the one we are currently playing. So we'll go back to the Troubadour so we can continue playing it. And we looked yesterday, if you didn't see it, and I have a total of, I believe, almost 5 days of play time of my Troubadour. So that's 5 consecutive days of 24-hour period that this character has been played to get to that level. So technically, if you play 24/7, or 24/5 rather, you could probably get up to level 100 and 100 level crafting if you had the resources and materials and didn't take a break for anything. And had a plan. I mean, that's the biggest thing about this, is you can accomplish a lot if you have a plan. And yeah, all my characters are on one server. I'm on the Skyfire server. And the reason they're all on there is because the crafts classes used to interrelate. You used to have to make base components in order to craft things, and that would require like an alchemist. So the alchemist would make like the glue that held everything together, which is the simplest way I can explain it. And then each item you made had to have so much glue to hold it together. So your alchemist would make 500 pots of glue, and your other crafting classes would use that to cement the items together to build them. They did away with that, so you don't really have to do that anymore, which is good and bad. I mean, honestly, it was becoming a nightmare trying to keep track of everything that you had to build in order to make something. And I had spreadsheet after spreadsheet after spreadsheet of how to make what, and then how much of what of those items took to make an actual item. So it was exhausting crafting. And then World of Warcraft came out, and they simplified a lot of things, and they simplified crafting, and it's better this way, I will say. It's certainly a lot less aggravating, but I started all the characters and kept them pretty well in line because it made sense to be able to make any item I wanted for any of my characters, especially when my alchemist had to make pretty much an item to make anything. So it helped out a bunch, but they did away with most of that, and I've moved servers probably 4 or 5 times through various server migrations, probably more, and still stayed all on the same server. I don't see many people I know from years ago, but every once in a while I see somebody I think I remember, so it's not too bad. And I've been playing since day 1, so I think my assassin is my oldest character who has the most playtime. We'll have to check that out someday. But I parked my assassin at the starter aisle because I had a friend who was going to start playing the game, and we were going to get ready for Halloween together, but he hasn't really started playing yet, so I'm still waiting for that. And I believe my assassin probably still does more damage than my troubadour does. Yeah, they took a lot of the complexity out of the game over the years. It used to be you started out as your base archetype class. So if you wanted to be like a paladin, you had to start out as a fighter and do 20 levels as a fighter, and then you could actually take a test, which was a test of skill, and earn the right to be a paladin. It was kind of a cool system, but it got kind of tricky, and a lot of people were just happier to... Ooh, let's go check that guy out. I haven't ever been under level enough to where he wouldn't attack me. He's not that bad. But they got these named heroics that come through this area. It's kind of cool. I'm just looking for resources. But this has always been one of my favorite MMOs. I started out playing one called Meridian 59, which actually made a comeback, and they actually re-released it recently. I had intended to play that. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I've got it loaded. I just haven't had a chance to log in and see how it's changed over the years. And then I moved to Ultima Online and Everquest, then Dark Age of Camelot, then to EverQuest 2 and Shadowbane and a bunch of other games. So yeah, I don't know if they're really dragons, but they're dragon creatures. I don't want to offend anybody who's a purist to say that they are dragons, but they're like dragons. You're right. And they're more like wyverns, I guess, if you were going to classify them into something. But they are pretty cool. And when they're in your level, they're kind of fun to try to avoid. There he goes again. And they just fly around the zone. People come by and kill them. Usually groups, because if you're in their level, the heroics get a little hard to kill. So and I think there was something back here. I'm going to skip that because I don't remember what it was. Is it up here? Somewhere there was like an old oak or something. God, I don't remember. There's these guys. See how much they help our faction. If we kill somebody who's directly related to the faction we're trying to. So 32, 675. They didn't give us anything. Do we get another one? 650. Alright, so it's giving us like 25. This would be one, if they spawn fast enough, this would be one way to gain faction. But the problem is that when your faction is out of whack, the vendors don't talk to you. I seem to remember bouncing back and forth between these two camps for quite a while. Getting 10,000 experience that way is going to be really tough. 12,000, basically. I think group limit size is 8. And then you move into raid size, which can be, I think, 3 or 4 groups of 8. Although, don't quote me on that. I am not really a professional at grouping. It's been a long time since I was in a guild, so the last time we did something, I think there was 8 people in the group. Maybe it was more, but it's been a while, quite a while actually. I think the last time I grouped up with anybody was at least 8 years ago. So I play solo a lot, so and I'm really not enjoying playing hide and seek with these vanguards. let's see. What do we got to do? Trying to see if there's anything we can do to gain more favor with the group we're trying to gain favor with. Okay, we did that. Need to go here and talk to this guy. This is way easier with a flying mount than it used to be. If we can get this guy's quest, we'll be in pretty good shape. I just want to get to the point where I can actually craft stuff for him and make points. Because the goal that we're working on is getting this character maxed out so we get the crafting bonus so we can start on another crafting character and raise that one up. Especially before the expansion comes out. And either finishing or starting the Artisan Epic quest would be a great bonus, because if we get them all up to the level where they can make the parts, then they can make the parts for each other and spend a huge amount in resources to get it and get all of our crafting epics. One of my characters already has one, but I got a couple more I got to do. Like 7. Probably want to do the Sokakar quest at some point because it'd be easier just to automate fly. I understand now why they say that. It would be easier. Can we talk to this Vanguard again? Maybe he's a new one. So that's 3 of 15. That's the downside of these guys. They're randomly placed, so they can be hiding behind any rock or tree. So when you see one, you gotta grab it. Alright, where are we going? I lost my marker. I think we're going up here. Can I fly that high? I don't know that I can fly that high. Let me through. Nope, can't fly that high. Is this guy by the camp, or is he? He's by the camp. No, he's in the back of the watch. I'm gonna believe that he's in the back of the watch and not by the entryway. This is a fairly easy quest. You just have to take a note somewhere, drop it off, and that's it. So that's probably another 500 faction just knocked right off there. This is one of those quests that's having the flight path would be very handy for. And I haven't done the quest to get it yet, so. I need to find the student. Tell me to go this way. And that wants me going here. There he is. Alright, so he wants us to take a note to Omen's Watch. And we will get chain, fan braces. I don't know that we get faction or not. Okay, this one's easy. Well, easy enough. This zone actually made it so that these things are your mounts. But in order to use the flight path, you have to have one. It's not a bad idea, but it can be inconvenient after the 4th or 5th time you got to do the quest. We could have just taken the Soka car there. Now we got to fly ourselves out there. It's okay. We can kill more Yale and get an eye and a scale, maybe. And that's worth it. We're going to a fishing village over on the other side of this lake. But hey, pit stop. Found a scale. So now I have to study the scale. Now all we need is an eye. That last piece always takes forever anyway. Even when you're mowing them down like crazy. Yet. Hey, we got an eye. Alright, so this is a Legend and Lore quest, which teaches us a special attack that we can use on these particular monsters that is more potent. So you get it by getting body parts, and when you're done and you learn it, you get the attack. It tells you you've learned the secrets of whatever you just did. You get a book about them. And then you get a weapon or some kind of trophy that you can hang on your wall. And there's no point to kill any more of these because they give me no experience or anything. They do give me a little bit of faction, but I could care less about faction. Except that one group, and I'm not prepared to do an entire faction run just killing these guys. It'd take forever. There's the dock where we're going. I believe our guy is up in that little house up there, but I could be wrong. Oh, I remember when these guys started attacking. Made it super annoying to try to talk to people. Alright, so here's this guy. We didn't get any faction from it. Kind of a shame. Not right now, buddy. I'll come back, but right now, no. It's a heck of a bar. I remember doing something here, but I'm not 100% sure what it was. Can't remember off the top of my head if it was just a quest line or if it was important or if it was just where I ended up and couldn't level without killing a bunch of stuff for a while. So there's cycles in most MMOs where you have levels of varying degrees that you can just shoot through because you know what you're doing, you know the area, you know what's going on, and you just blow through getting that level. And then there's levels that you gotta kind of work at, and that might have been one of those where I had to work at it. Alright, so what's our next quest? Alright, let us pause this movement. Take this. And we gotta go up there anyway, I think, to turn in the quest, so... maybe we got a reward already. It's probably one of those diplomatic missions where we never hear what happened. This guy got a book over his head? He does not. Hey, anytime. Things occur to me as I play it. It's really hard to just sit down and dump knowledge on a game without actually seeing something to spark that to come out. Did I pass him? I passed him. Who's this guy? Well, come on in. The water's fine. So this is going to give me another 5,000. Wants me to return the fangs of large saber-toothed cats for use in battle fetishes and battle adornments. Should find the saber-tooth wandering throughout the fens of Nassar. I can get that. And while we're still here, let's go see the crafting guys and see if they'll talk to me yet. Because that's kind of important to me. I really want to do some of these writs and get some crafting experience. Not yet. find saber-tooths. The quests aren't too far off. Don't have to go too far for these. It's not that big of a zone, even though it looks like it, and sometimes it feels like it. They expanded it a bunch, but it's still pretty small. Just kind of looks like this section right now. Okay. Sometimes there's a vanguard back here. Hiding out. There he is. Where I get him? Alright, well, we can get him again. And I think we got saber-tooths over here. Yep, we do. I'll put you out of your misery. You're stuck on a rock. There's one. And we're almost halfway there. Ooh. There's some saber-tooths. Let's see, there's another one. And one more. Now I just need 4 more. Are you going to count, boss? No. This area right here always looked like a hand to me. These look like fingers. Two more. Give it a minute to respawn some of those. We'll go gather some stuff. There is a lot to do in this game. Oh yeah, my inventory's full. There's saber-tooths over here? I don't remember. Yes, there are. It's good because I only need like a couple more. Last one. Now I go back. What? I didn't get it. Jang, you and your uncracked teeth. Alright, let's see where there's one of these guys. We just need one more. Come on, come on, come on. Here, doggy doggy. Let's go. And didn't find any quest type. This never fails. This is what it does to me. It's like, oh, sorry. We didn't find anything when you were searching that monster. So you'll have to find another one. I know where there's a bunch of them, but it's pretty far away. There's one. You didn't have anything either. It's a lot of fun to play with friends, I will tell you that. There's a dead one. That doesn't do us any good. There's one. They've started a respawn. We should get one out of this. There, I got it. And this will give us 5,000 faction. Just like 26,000. 27,000, I guess. Maybe 28. Ah. Serves me right for watching go off the edge. Just looking at something else and bam. There I go. I died a lot of times to this ledge. Alright, let's go turn this in. I think it was the captain. It was. Now comes a tough choice. I gotta get rid of something. Let's get rid of the road whiskers. Oh, let's get rid of this fractured piece of stone. What's our next quest? Oh yeah, maybe we can play all on the same server. That'd be awesome. I have not played with friends in a long time, so it's really nice to do that. Okay. So we're at 27,000, so I think this quest gives us 5,000. And that'd be cool. Yep, 5,000. Gotta go back down the mountain. Now we gotta kill advancers. I think it's the same area exactly where we just were. Down the mountain we go. Okay, let's look for guys with feathers over their heads. Like that guy. No, these are all Kabbalists. Just have to pray we get lucky. Guys on the bridge available to die. I don't know if that helps us or not. Shiny. Inventory full. Three more to go. I could have picked a better spot to hang out than around a bunch of saber-toothed tigers. But hey, you know, you do you. I'll see you later, Derek. Hopefully tomorrow. Just need another one. Ah, there's one. That was it. Now they're just dubious of me. Undubitably dubious. So after this, I think I'm going to call it a night. We'll come back tomorrow. I am just kind of out of it. And it's really hot in here, so no better way to heat up a room than to throw a computer in it. Anyway, yeah, I kind of feel like I'm not making a lot of sense. And focusing is not my strong point right now. Still dubious. Alright. We're going to call it a day. Come back tomorrow. We'll finish working on this artisan timeline. And maybe we'll get a Soka card just so we can get around a little quicker and not have to fly everywhere ourselves. So I'm going to oh, that's right, he gave us something. Alright, so let's go deposit all our crafting material that we harvested. We'll come back more purpose-built. There. That solved our overflow problem. Actually, I don't really feel like running all the way over there. There. Do it the short way. Alright. So, first we got crafting materials. Here's the collectibles. And there's the lore and legend. I really should go through these tomorrow. And maybe I'll start with that because I got to get all the ones that are white in my list so I can start gaining experience from them. But that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be a little more focused. Thanks for watching. See you then.